Long John Silver's. Well, everybody, welcome back to Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Let's go ahead and reveal who our next GM is. Oh my gosh, I felt a sudden pang of fear. And I think it's because she went through what I went through last night. We both got scared. We both managed to find a few ghosts. Let's go ahead and bring on in Glitch Witch. Hello there. Oh my gosh. Glitch Witch, hello. Boo.
Microphone off?
Oh, you're on now, yeah. Hello. Everything's bad. Like, okay, I can hear you. I could hear you. You can hear me. You know what? It's like communing with the dead, okay? Maybe Glitch Witch is Ghost Witch today.
I don't hear you.
Yeah. Maybe I'm the ghost. I might be the ghost. Oh no! Everybody, Glitch Witch has left me because I have officially turned into a ghost and terrified everything. Let's see if she is able to come back. That's okay, everybody. I am here haunting twitch.tv. You know, let's go ahead and go possess this question mark. Ooh.
Like, you know what really helps your headphones or headset? Like,
if you plug them in
work really well? Yeah, if you plug it in. Like, if you just do the thing.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you were able to do that.
I figured out the mystery. It's no longer haunted.
So I'm not a ghost.
I did not get strangled by a ghost in pajamas.
Not today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, everybody, Glitch Witch and I played some Phasmophobia last night, and I had an absolute blast. I got scared some. I do have VR. Maybe next time I'll have to do that, but I don't know. I just enjoyed, like, actually chilling and hanging with friends and walking around and saying dumb things.
Yeah, it was a blast to have you. Like, yeah. I would super do that again.
We'll have to. We really will. Well, I have a feeling the game that you're giving out today isn't as scary.
I mean, it's like kind of terrifyingly difficult, if that helps.
Yeah, it helps me.
It's got caves in it, and you know, lava. That's scary.
Oh no,
We've
not
had
lava.
This discussion about lava. Anyway, today
lava's not really that scary.
That we're playing, and I don't like to put homebrew titles in a bad games tournament, but it kind of it hurt me and was mean to me, so it gets to go to Kuso6rande. Today we have Caverns of Titan for the ColecoVision, and I guess MSX also, but we're playing the ColecoVision version.
Yeah, Caverns of Titan. Yeah, the thing is, like, huge props to anybody who goes and makes games for older consoles. We still reserve the right to say that it's got problems, but we can still love it at the same time.
Yeah, and I may have been gentle. Like, my lovely fiance Elia has hacked this title to give it unlimited lives because, you know, like, it's got a life system and it has checkpoints every like 5 levels, but getting 5 levels down without using all of your lives is pretty much an insurmountable task.
Okay, that's good to know. So this is a very difficult game. We have hacked it to give infinite lives so that the players can make some progress during this match. Honestly, I think that there are a lot of homebrew titles that end up being better than most of the other games that were on a console. It's kind of exciting to see something that is going to be, you know, a representation of... I don't know what to say. As soon as I see it, I'll be able to tell you what it's representing.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, the ColecoVision, I've been working on that project to play through all of the ColecoVision titles, and there's like 116 legacy games.
Ooh.
And then there's like 300 homebrew titles, and they're all bangers. So It's been a fun journey so far.
Okay. And I just love that you're wanting to be mean to the players today. That's fine.
Well, I mean, we've got good. This is the 10-point match.
Right, yeah, we've got
hardest
Andy in
game
here.
I have.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Lauracia, Trollascetic, Dude, and Andy playing in this match. It's definitely going to be one of those that, like, we've got the clear person who has won Kuso6rande before twice, I believe.
Yeah,
Andy
it beat me, so
yeah,
one of the very few
but at
players
the
that can
same
say they
time,
did that.
you know,
The
all of them
only
took
player
first
that
place.
can say that.
Yeah, Andy is really good when it comes to platformers as well. But at the same time, I think most of the players in Kuso6rande who end up making a significant amount of progress have a decent amount of experience in platformers. So, you know, will Andy be able to hold that star up, be able to make more progress than everybody else? Or are we going to have some of the other players with more experience in some of these older consoles manage to defeat him? Because I can't even think of a single ColecoVision game I have played. I probably have.
I grew up with it. I love it. Like, and this game came out in what, 2012? So it's not even like an old video game.
That's 9 years old.
Are 9-year-olds old? 2017, I'm sorry. 2017 this game came out.
Oh, okay, that's 4 years old. Yeah, that's not very old.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll make players play games that came out in 2017 for a console that came out in the early 80s.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. I love when people make homebrew video games. Like, anybody who's willing to go and make something for an older console, I don't care if it's perfect or not. I don't care. I just love it. Okay? So, we'll have to see. I'll go ahead and give you my judgment. I'll give a 4-year late review of a ColecoVision title after this game.
I greatly look forward to this review. That's not sarcasm. I want to hear this review. So we'll start the match and then you can write it as we watch.
I'm not gonna write it.
Oh, well then, where's your journalistic integrity, Percentia?
I threw it out the window because we're gonna be starting this match. So what should people spam for emotes?
Alright, so emotes. I need space people, computer chips, aliens, robots, lava, ice. We might see lava. We'll probably see lava in an hour.
Okay, as soon as I
what
see
else?
movement, I will start a timer. Everybody spam those emotes, please. Oh, baby. I'm starting to see some of the physics that are really classic when it comes to older consoles. Simply put, plummeting straight down when you walk off the edge of a platform. The dedicated jumps. Lauracia is getting some quick progress here. And if I can have a mod start the prediction, that would be fantastic. Actually, I could do that.
Wow.
Me doing
that.
something? Yeah.
I'm proud of you. So, what are we doing here is the question everyone's going to ask. First off, I want to hear these hot jams, so I'm going to turn up the music on my end so I can listen to it.
Yeah, my bet is they have to collect all of the computer chips, and then either the level ends or it opens up an exit to the level.
Yep, you need to collect all these computer chips. There's a limited amount of time in the form of oxygen, which you can pick up an oxygen refill. And then once you've done all that, an exit will open up to the next area, and you go to that, and you have to be perfect every time.
Ah, yeah. Good old precision platformers back in the day were a bit of a pain. Luckily, it seems like fall damage is pretty kind in this so far.
Nope. There's a lot of fall damage.
Oh,
and, like,
how far?
You'll die very quickly.
Okay, I'm used to Atari, where if you fall 2 pixels, you die. So,
and as well, you'll see...
This is a lot kinder.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it's not Splunker, but It is very mean sometimes.
The
And you'll also
stupid
see
turtle thing. It's just wrecking everybody.
jumping over one of these things is one of the most absurdly difficult things, and there's no reason that it needs to be. It's just so tough to actually clear a jump here.
Caverns of Titan is the name of the game for ColecoVision. This is something that came out in 2017, and let me just say, this is already surpassing my expectations for a game on the ColecoVision, but again, it was made, what, a couple decades after the platform came out.
Yeah, and it is using what's called the Super Game module. And the Super Game module, it's a canceled thing for the ColecoVision that they developed. It was going to be extra RAM and make the thing run better and have more colors. And it was canceled. So never saw the light of day until 2012 or something, where a bunch of fans finished it and released it.
Aw, that's awesome.
And then the homebrew scene kind of exploded because now you've got this like ridiculously powerful old console that's apparently really easy to program for.
That's actually really awesome. Like, I'm just thinking, older consoles in general had a lot of homebrew games because, like, I'm thinking with Atari, especially Atari 800, it was more of a home computer than anything else, and you could just make it in BASIC, and, you know, most of them you didn't have to learn much more than some of the basics in BASIC. And because, you know, memory size was extremely limited, you weren't going to be writing something that had thousands of pages of code and stuff, you know? It was going to be a short, simple, compact game that you were making. And so I think that just having those limitations actually made it a lot more approachable when it came to making your own video game. Now, yeah, anyways, I'm all for that. I think that's awesome.
Absolutely.
By the way, Andy is on to stage 2. This is good.
Andy has completed the first stage and is learning very quickly that the moving platform will kill you if it hits you on the side. So, you see the conveyor belt floors on everyone's stage?
Yes.
Or everyone's screen? How do you think those work?
I'm not sure they do. Like, maybe if you stand still, they move you, but if you're walking, like, from what I can tell, it doesn't actually speed you up at all. You just manage to keep walking. Does it move you if you don't push anything?
Yep, if you're on it, you have no control of your left-right movement anymore, and you're just walking the direction of the platform.
Ah, okay.
And it just forces you at a steady pace along that direction. And you can jump, but that's about it. And you can't jump away from it. So if it's moving you to the right, you can't jump left.
Yeah. I love that people in chat are saying, don't put fall damage in your video games. And I'm trying to think. There's
we have 2 people through stage 1.
There's some games that, honestly, some older games that would be over in like 5 minutes if they had no fall damage. So, if you need a game to extend its length a little bit, because it's a much simpler game, I don't really have a problem with fall damage. It's cruel, but it's kind of one of those things that really depends on the genre. Now, if you're making a really decent platformer that has a decent length, and for some reason has Scrooge McDuck in it and is called DuckTales, then you really don't need fall damage, you know, because you've got enough built-in difficulty in other ways. But if you do have limitations like this game, I can approve of fall damage. I'm fine with it.
Absolutely. I like how it's if you're making a game that just happens to be called DuckTales. Like that's a jump.
I mean, to be fair, if you're making DuckTales, you probably shouldn't have fall damage in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my opinion, as long as the fall damage is not total BS, like if you are falling like multiple stories in a game, then sure, you can go ahead and punish players for that. That's fine. But if it's like you fall just a little bit and suddenly you're dead, then that is outrageous and just gonna make me yell. It's gonna make me yell. Like this, so far in this game, you know, I have seen people fall and manage to survive because the fall damage is pretty lenient in this compared to other games out there.
Yeah, it's when you die, you know what happened. Andy's through the second stage. This is impressive play, honestly. So this level is very, very touchy about when you start moving. Like this game, I'd call it overdeveloped because like it's all about cycles and getting the cycles right when you start moving. So just like, okay, I'm gonna start moving here, and then the enemies are all gonna be in the right spot when I need to go.
Oh no! Well, the platform just killed Andy. Okay.
Yep, and every moving platform will kill you.
That is cruel. Okay, I am not a fan of murderous platforms. Ever. Ever. Why kill somebody with something that they need to stand on? It's so dumb. Okay, so you're hearing my review so far. Fall damage,
review.
tolerable, music, pretty good. I love the visuals. Platforms that kill you, pretty dumb. The jump that Andy had to make right there, also pretty dumb.
A lot of these jumps are very dumb, and it's a game that I grew to love it a lot.
So the dude found out that if you jump straight up and then fall, you will actually die immediately when you like just falling a little bit. What it does is it calculates fall damage based off of the peak of your jump.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, that's a little bit of an issue. I don't love that, but it could also be because of limitations. I guess it's true. If you jump like 5 feet in the air and then fall from 5 feet in the air, most people would break their legs sooner than if you just fell from 0 feet in the air.
Yeah, well, I will say, like, in this game, you die before you even hit the ground. Like, your character will turn red, and you just know, like, oh, I screwed up.
I mean, it's sort of Cheetah Men rules.
Oh, Andy getting the chip and dying on the way down.
It's Cheetah Men rules. That's what this is.
Cheetah Men rules. I like it. But I mean, like, I know, like, this is kind of a puzzle platformer is what I've given out in the guise of this really cool platformer.
Yep.
But this game actually, like, legitimately rules. It's just one of the most brutally difficult experiences I've ever played on this console.
Yeah, I do think that brutal difficulty is something that pushes a lot of people away from games. Kuso6rande in general is about bad video games, but remember that Kusoye can embody a little bit more than just necessarily being objectively bad. The weirdness is a huge element in it as well. Difficulty can often be one of those factors that makes a game much less enjoyable for people as well. And so, yeah, it's cool. We're getting the aspect of a game that definitely has some problems because it is incredibly difficult, and probably because of certain design choices that I don't particularly love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, the quality, like, the people who made this game did a great job. They overtuned the stages, which is, like, I guess that's a good thing at the end of the day, but also, like, it does not make for, it makes a hostile player experience.
Yeah.
The original life count in this game is 5 lives, and there's a checkpoint every 5 stages.
Yeah, that's overly cruel, based off of how... How many levels are there?
20.
20?
Yep. We're not seeing the game beaten today.
I'm trying to think. Is that acceptable for 20 levels? I almost think it might be, like, I'm thinking Minor 2049er. Incredibly difficult, and I think you only had 3 lives in general. And it had a total of 7 levels.
8 on the ColecoVision, or maybe 11. There's an extra level on the ColecoVision version, which I beat a few weeks ago.
Really? Well, cool.
Uh-huh. I use save states in that game. Heck, that game's mean. I loved it. I loved every moment of it, but it was so rude.
It's a classic that has not aged well, like, at all.
Oh. Andy in stage 4, in realizing what happens when you get up here, is you have to jump back and forth across this thing like 4 times.
Icy, spicy life forms. I love it. It's a good name.
Now, it is like, you'll see the falling platforms and whatnot that you stand on, and you can kind of delay it. Like, you can hold up and your character will just, or not up, I'm sorry, you can hold the jump button, your character will just keep jumping, so you can buffer that at least, and jump on the first possible frame to save the platform as much as possible.
Okay. Honestly, having jump buffering in this game makes it feel like it might be more playable. Unfortunately, Andy finding out that if you want to suddenly do a sideways jump, it's a little bit hard to do that from a standstill.
Oh, I think we have a player getting to stage 3.
Ooh.
Andy's in stage 4 now, which is just awesome.
Yeah, the dude in the bottom left,
3.
getting to stage 3, the isostatic chamber. Now, I actually found the story for this game, if people want to hear.
I think everybody wants to hear it.
In the year 2045...
Oh my God.
What?
Lauracia just died after getting the last chip on stage 2.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
Okay, go ahead.
In the year 2045, the European Space Agency launched the second of 2 spaceships to Saturn's largest moon, Titan. The first mission was scrubbed after all contact was lost with the spaceship launched 5 years before. Upon arriving on Titan, the crew of the second mission found the wreckage of the lost spaceship, which had apparently been damaged by an unexpected dense rock belt upon entry into Titan's atmosphere. Important supply components were scattered all over the moon, and it's now the job of Astro Willie to gather these components which are vital to the mission. Guide Astro Willie through the perilous caverns of Titan as he recovers the scattered components, but be quick about it. Astro Willie's oxygen reserves are very limited. This game is part of the Team Pixel Boy budget series. Yeah, so there you go. There is the story. We've got Astro Willie. And will he make it through all of the caverns today? Probably not, but, you know, we've got 45 minutes left.
Yeah, we might see the first setting change. We'll probably see the first setting change, honestly. This game goes through a few settings, so it's not just icy the entire way through. And it's neat, because, like, you'll enter a stage that'll be, like, half icy, half the next biome, and, like, there's, like, a transition to it. It's really well done. Like, I can't speak highly enough, and I know this is weird for a Kuso6rande video game, but I can't speak highly enough about the Team Pixel Boy budget series. It's a bunch of ColecoVision homebrew things.
I see Spelunker on that list, though.
Uh-huh. There is Splunker on that list. But a lot of them are, like, original creations.
Okay.
They are kind of like, there's one that's a mashup of Pac-Man and Metal Gear, which is amazing. If not brutally difficult as well. But it's just an absolutely phenomenal video game.
I mean, they also have the Elmo video game Peekaboo for the ColecoVision.
That's less exciting.
Yeah. Just had to bring that up. Yeah, so what it looks like is that they release new ColecoVision games in cartridge format with quality boxes and manuals. Some of these are definitely IPs that have existed for a long time. Do they go and get, like, the rights to remake these games? Or because I see Dragon's Lair. Oh, they don't.
Dragon's Lair is a completely unique thing, too. Dragon's Lair is also unbelievable. Not a Team Pixel Boy creation, but it's a game you might see if you watch this tournament long enough.
Yeah, so that's interesting to me. It's they're making homebrew games, but if they're not getting the rights to the game, I don't know. This is interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of MSX ports. There's a lot of SG-1000 ports on the ColecoVision, all done homebrew-wise. Like, apparently the SG-1000 and the Coleco are very similar architectures, but one's vastly more powerful. And yeah, no, I'm pretty confident they don't have rights to release these things, but they do. They might just not sell them.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty fine with that. Like, especially if you're not selling them and you're just you're making these games and sharing them with the world, then that is pretty dang awesome. Let me see. They made a Sudoku game. Yeah.
Cool, baby.
Oh, they invented Sudoku. That's pretty big.
They invented it. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
What an incredible turn of events.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. It's like my least favorite noise in the universe, but you know.
It's all good.
So we have one player in stage 4. We have people getting through stage 3. I want to say Troll is working through stage 2 and figuring it out. This is going well, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, I'm not too surprised that we see a bit of a separation going on. Honestly, older games, if you've played a lot of older games, you'll probably get used to the physics a lot faster. But once you start getting the hang of knowing that certain jumps are going to be dedicated jumps, you know, the hitboxes are definitely a bit of an issue in this. Once you start figuring out the mechanics, you can start making much more progress. Though Andy is getting walled on this stage. What's the difficult part of Icy Spicy Life Forms? What's the...
honestly, that top upper right chip. To get it, you need to get up there and then dance around with that alien for a while and dodge it 4 times.
Yeah,
and then you can make the jump back to the platform.
Like, it's not pixel perfect, but it's pixel cruel.
Yo, these jumps to get over these monsters are sometimes just so hard. And they're all the same size at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure. It's just doing the thing is so tough.
Yeah.
Randy almost got killed by the platform. We're gonna see if he takes the emergency air. Nope, he's just going for it.
Oh, and he made it!
Stage 4.
Oh, melting inferno. Oh, there is lava. You told me there was gonna be lava.
Yep. Oh wait, this is stage 5, I guess. There's checkpoints every 6 stages then. I don't know. This stage does not have a checkpoint yet. Maybe it's every biome change. But this is the midpoint between 2 biomes. I think people are going to get walled at this stage for like at least 15 minutes.
Okay. That's good to know.
And if Andy does it faster, then good for him.
And
how many lives would you normally get? 5 lives. And that's it. You can't jump at the bottom there. There's a solid platform above you. Or you can jump at the bottom. Never mind, Andy just fell down. So the hard part about this is the exit spawns in the upper right corner on a floor that falls when you walk on it. So you need to go to the bottom right, back to the bottom left, and still have platforms to get by. It's about preserving the breakable platform as long as possible.
Okay.
Five lives, and yes, you go back to the beginning or the last checkpoint that you were at. And none of the players have hit a checkpoint yet. So Andy ran across that. That platform's gone, and you can't do anything about it anymore. You can't get back. Now he's going to jump up here and bonk his head on the ceiling, and he's going to fall into the lava. We're all going to feel good about ourselves. Oh, never mind, he's going this way. Which is fine until you learn that you need to come this way last.
Well.
A lot of players struggling with level 3 as well, which is also a tough one. Like, they're beating stages in this game is no... Oh, there he is. Bonk his head on the ceiling and fall down.
Bonk. You know...
It's just deaths like that that are so rude.
I'm going to go ahead and say I'm a... the more that I'm looking into this company, the more that I'm a pretty big supporter of them because, you know, literally nobody who originally made stuff for the ColecoVision is getting harmed by this, and, you know, nobody's benefiting. It's just people going and making games that they want to make, and just sharing something that's a fun sort of prototype experiment game that, something like this would have appeared on the ColecoVision, but at the same time, it's got a little more complexity than I think you would usually see. And considering how well it runs, I love it.
Yeah, I often refer to the ColecoVision as the PS5 of the second generation.
Apparently,
Go ahead.
Apparently, this is the worst port of Outer Wilds they've seen for troll aesthetic.
That's what chat has decided. It's the worst port of Outer Wilds. Oh gosh, but I refer to it as like the PS5 of the second gen, just because it's the most powerful second gen console. I think I could be mistaken. Someone can bat here. The Atari 7800 is blah blah blah, but that's fine too. But it just had the most options. It came out kind of after that stuff, so
sort of, yeah. Honestly, I know it was fairly big, but at the same time, it's something that a lot of people did miss. It's not something that our family ever got to play. We were an Atari family.
Yeah. I had the ColecoVision growing up. I still have my original one sitting behind me right now. None of the side buttons work on it, so I need to get new controllers, but hopefully we'll fix that tomorrow. But
that's one of the really difficult things with old consoles, getting equipment that all works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, the controllers on the Coleco absolutely suck. Like, they're bad. Don't use them. They're really awful experiences.
Well, luckily in Kuso6rande, we do not make people play with the original controllers for the consoles. Yeah. Uh-oh. Troll Aesthetic is learning don't go on that moving platform to the right because there is no way to really recover from that.
Oh, and just ran out of air as well. Oof.
Yeah, what Troll Aesthetic is going to have to do is get the lower left chips before getting the ones on the right, because those platforms that dissolve on the right side of the screen, you need those in order to get back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my strat's always... Oh, this might... Okay, it's get the chip at the top, then get the stuff on the left side, and then work your way to the right.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go about this.
Also, this game has one of the weirdest, silly endings I've ever seen in a video game, too.
Ooh, that's fun.
They basically keep saying, oh, we're out of memory. We put it all into the game, so here's some stick figures.
Aw, I love it. It's perfect. Oh, honestly, probably still more quality than the Rocky and Bullwinkle NES ending.
It sounds like it.
I love the ending for that game, okay? Oh no, Andy jumped into the skull. That's what happens when you have automatic jumping by holding the jump button. There are benefits and risks. I think there's a reason that most games don't have that, unless, like, there are a few that if you let go of jump and then hold it again, will buffer a jump for you, usually only if you push it down a little bit before landing. But in general, games don't do that anymore because it got confusing for players. And honestly, accidentally jumping can be a pretty big issue. Yeah.
Oh god. Lining up everything in this game to get the right jump cycles is a task.
Yeah.
Especially on Andy's stage. It just demands perfection from you. We have everybody on different stages now. That's exciting.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. I'm really not too surprised to see some of the players struggling as well. Like, this is not a trivial game at all.
Nope. Like I said, I had the 10-point match. I signed up for the 10-point match on purpose because I would feel bad if I gave this to like a 2-point crew. This is a brutal video game. That,
I don't think I would feel too bad, but I also don't feel guilt. anymore. I learned how to
also just
stuff
don't
that
feel
feeling
guilty
away.
anymore.
Yeah, you just
After
need to
getting
hide it.
strangled by some ghosts, you just lose that ability, right?
I mean, yeah, I don't. No sympathy for the ghosts. By all
None.
means, those ghosts are nerds. Probably deserve to die, you know?
Well, I mean, I guess that's a little presumptuous, but
Hey,
you know what?
Dude is caught up to Andy. Andy is still in the
Wow.
lead here for sure, but
Yeah,
Dude is starting to make some good progress.
yeah. Andy knows the path. Also, the dude figuring out that those waterfalls are not solid ground.
Lauratia may be finishing the isostatic chamber in just a second. There we go. Moving on to level 4, icy spicy life forms.
Oh, I gotta reset that stream. I'm behind somehow. There we go.
I'm not going to read the Book of Elf, by the way. Thank you, chat, for the recommendation. I'll put it in my banned literature list. Ha!
Oh god.
Yeah,
that
that's
sounds
it.
intense.
Banned in Utah. Yeah. Not allowed in schools, libraries, or anything other than, like, I don't know, bars or something.
Oh my goodness. Oh, dude. Burning his way back home.
Yeah, but honestly, you know, once you realize that you have to go right and then left, you start figuring out that you just got to keep jumping. There we go. That was... Nope, that's not how you do it right there.
Andy's learning the cycle, and he knows he needs to wait for the purple dragonfly to go by first. Oh, maybe he has learned nothing.
Oh my gosh, I love
He lived.
dragonflies so much. They're so cute.
He has lived. Maybe Andy's just doing his thing his way. That's fine too.
Are there dragonflies out where you live?
I'm pretty confident that there's dragonflies here. I don't know. Are dragonflies a regional thing?
I don't know if they're regional.
I grew up like seeing them in New Jersey. I can't say I've seen one here in oh, Andy's gonna regret this a lot.
I've caught dragonflies. Yeah, with my bare hands. That's how good I am.
You have bare hands?
Rawr. Oh my gosh, no, that's not what I mean.
Thanks for again inviting me to Kuso6rande to talk about video games.
Yeah, you're welcome, I guess.
Xandra, this is Caverns of Titan, another ColecoVision banger.
Yeah, this is, what I would say is that this game is actually really cool, and for the platform, for the ColecoVision, this is pretty awesome. But it's here because, one, it's incredibly difficult. And
Yeah, the
two,
crimes this game
you
have
know,
committed are all in difficulty.
it
Sorry, go
definitely,
ahead.
well, it definitely tests different skills than people would normally have tested when it comes to a platformer, because this is a puzzle platformer. Very common in the Atari / ColecoVision age. It's just that homebrews also oftentimes capture a lot of the spirit of those games, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think it does a great job of that.
Yeah. The difficulty, yeah, considering that you had to hack a recent homebrew in order to make it possible that people could make progress, you know, is sort of a sign that this was too difficult.
Yeah, if I had players play the vanilla ROM, like, we wouldn't see past stage 3 at best.
I think you're right.
That's just
yeah.
not exciting.
So, yeah, this has been hacked to give infinite lives. Normally you have 5.
Mm-hmm. 5 is we have not reached a checkpoint yet.
That's it.
Checkpoint's on level 6, the first full biome change.
Honestly, there are plenty of old games that I don't remember seeing past the first couple of levels, but it's I don't know. I don't know how I feel. If there's not much to the game, I almost understand, but you probably shouldn't have a game that has almost nothing in it, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I as much as I sang the phrase of Team Pixel Boys stuff, like their original stuff, It almost always has like no continues or very little sort of continue system. Which
Pixel
like, come on.
boy.
I'll say their Pac-Man Metal Gear game did have continues on every level, but
Just say that phrase again.
Pac-Man Metal Gear.
Yep, that one. What?
Look up the game Cold Blood.
Okay.
For the ColecoVision.
Cold Blood. Okay, that's definitely Pac-Man. You are Pac-Snake. Oh no. You're not okay, you're not even lying. This is like 100% Pac-Man / Metal Gear. You are Pac-Snake, a first-rank member of the glorious Pac-Hound group, and you've been assigned to an important mission. Your orders are to break into the Ghost Heaven Fortress, a high-security area full of evil ghosts. Once inside, you have to eat all the blips, i.e. the yellow dots. Scattered across the area, try to avoid the patrolling ghosts as they take no prisoners. Gobble up power icons that give you special powers for a limited time. Find key cards and other items to advance in your mission. Contact your superior over the radio at any time to get clues and intel. When all areas are clear, your mission will be complete. Good luck, soldier.
See?
What the
And it is.
crap?
It's like very large mazes that go across multiple screens. You do get key cards. You do find items. It's really cool. And there's boss fights.
BT dubs. Andy is on the second area here, getting the checkpoint, which doesn't really matter for the match, but it is a good sign that he has made some progress. As you said, it took about 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So Andy knocked out that one little platform there, and that still spells death if you do it.
Well,
So the trick to this stage is wait like 2 seconds, then start moving and get to that middle platform. Head off to the left, get that chip. Then bounce up the platforms, get the air on the right, get the right chip. And it's
that's the thing. I think that's kind of a crime to have limited lives where you can literally make it very, very easily make it so that you cannot get back, or that you can't finish the level. You make the level incompletable, and thus you are going to go back multiple levels because you're going to get a game over. Like, that is something that should have stayed in the 80s.
like,
or 90s. You know, just don't bring it back.
With the platforms that fall, it's so easy to put this game into, or put a stage into an unfinishable state, so...
Yeah, don't make unfinishable states a core part of your video games, people.
I don't mind that. It's a puzzle platform, and again, it's very tightly designed. But...
Okay, well, don't... Okay, you can do that, but don't do it so that, you know, you're going to go back multiple stages because they put it in an unwinnable state. If you give infinite lives, then it's a little bit more acceptable, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, you have to think, when it comes to puzzle games, you know, the appeal isn't having to do the older stages over and over and over again. That's punishment.
But,
that's punishment.
This is why we've got Caverns of Titan, Pat and Elia edition, which has unlimited lives and it's got quality.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, like at least like Andy will probably go and finish this game afterwards.
I do like that this company made a game called Ninja Princess. It's also got Girls Garden.
Ninja Princess is an arcade port, and Girls Garden is an SG-1000 port. Those are actual games that came out.
Okay. Princess Quest?
Princess Quest is a Ghouls and Ghosts knockoff.
Oh no, they have Thexter.
They do have Thexter.
Oh no. I don't like Thexter.
I don't think anybody likes Thexter. It's kind of a gem, though. It's a weird video game that I remember playing like Thexter for Windows 95 when there was some big remake about it.
Yeah, to be fair, I kind of like it. Like, I like that it exists. It's not great, but yeah.
All right, Andy's on stage 7. This is an easy one. I feel like he'll get through this pretty quickly.
So you say, yeah. And then Andy touches the weird severed head, dies.
So we've seen Troll almost finish Isostatic Chamber, so he knows the lore, he knows the way through this. I haven't been paying too much attention, honestly, to the dude's trip through the Melting Inferno, but it looks like he's got the right idea on his shoulders. And Lauratio is working through Icy Spicy. It's a clear delineation between places right now.
Icy Spicy. Yeah,
they've got good names.
I'm so glad that, like, compared to the last game, we have something that is relatively easy to track.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, we did okay. With the help of chat, we were able to get through that tracking nightmare.
What an excellent idea, not King's Quest, Police Quest, like, fail percent is. That's just beautiful.
It's pretty hilarious. It's also, like, an extremely different take on objectives. But, you know, as long as the objective is something that is easy for people to know how to do, relatively easy for people to know how to do, then, you know, it can lead for exciting things. And just knowing your goal is to be the worst cop possible, it's pretty fun. Oh, okay, yeah. Lauratio getting the jump onto the moving platform. Yeah, again, we're going with the nightmare chip here. It's difficult, and Lauratio just trying to rush it. You can't rush it.
Yep, you gotta just dance. You gotta dance with the devil.
Dance, Willie, dance!
I'm just happy we saw a scenery change.
Yeah.
Although I expected that to happen. I don't know if we'll see the other one, though.
I do like this robot here. Little grabby robot.
He is a really good robot. He's an indication of what's coming up next. Which is like a spaceship.
I don't like the jump that Andy has to deal with there, though.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
You can wait for the cycle where the little red eyeball monster is far away, and you can just jump over the robot from the rocks, which is easier and also harder because you'll get enough height that you fall straight down at the end of your jump, which means you stop moving forward. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Troll aesthetic jumping over the goal and jumping into the weird purple face.
Well, that
broke my heart.
That's a sad day.
Cat is pointing out that Andy did indeed try to jump from the rock and fell in front of the robot and hit him. You can make that jump, though.
I mean, yeah, I feel like I would probably try that a few more times, just due to it being a little bit higher up. At the same time, as soon as the robot gets to the rock, it turns around and then squeezes your butt. So, you know, you have to be far enough down the conveyor belt to not get your butt squeezed.
And, you know, I think you're better off just waiting the cycles out. This is bad.
Well, yeah.
And once you touch the conveyor belt, you are committed. For people that may have joined late, the conveyor belt physics are, if you touch the conveyor belt, you're moving in that direction and have zero ability to do anything other than jump.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't think it's necessarily bad, it's just unexpected.
Oh yeah. Well, the first time you do it, it's unexpected, and then eventually you learn to deal with it. And you should wait one more cycle here. Here we go.
There you go.
He's gonna do it. Here we go. Jump. Oh.
Seriously though, having forced horizontal movement as well, like as almost pixel perfect jumps, it's just too much. It's too much.
The bad part is Andy's gonna have to do that jump twice to finish this stage. The exit's in the bottom right corner.
Oh no. Wait.
So you have to come back this way and fall.
Okay, I think I see what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, like so you're not gonna be able to move down here any further than that piece of that like stone right there. So what you'll have to do is land back on the stone and then have the conveyor belt push you again and jump over the robot and then fall down. So not only are you timing the robot and the red guy at that point, you're also timing the purple thing running down there. Also, those are spikes above Andy, and I bet he doesn't know that. There you go.
Hey, the dude may be able to pass this level in a little bit. No, the dragonfly!
I bet Andy is not happy about the spikes in the ceiling.
Yeah, you're probably right. Probably gonna come in here with words.
I'm surprised he didn't type anything in chat.
Oh
but-
yeah, and you said this level was easy. Which?
Yeah, I think it's the easiest of the bunch. Especially compared to, like, Melting Inferno. Melting Inferno is a disaster of a level. Okay, I think Andy's got it this
Oh
time.
my gosh, okay.
Well, he's gonna be sad when he sees the exit, but... Oh,
Yeah, Andy doesn't like it.
Andy's written, oh, those hurt. Oh, I don't think he noticed.
Probably like, I don't know why I died. Oh yeah, Andy is very sad. You made Andy a sad little boy.
Good! This is Kuso6rande, let's go!
Oh, but with that said, he still has the lead. It's just great to watch him suffer anyway.
We have two people on Icy Spicy now.
Very
Laurentia's been here a
nice.
while, though.
Dude, I think just one or two more attempts, he's got a chance of beating this.
Yeah, he knows the bottom route really well now.
So, yeah, Troll Ascetic, by the way, is saying that his instinct to hold jump, which is an instinct for a lot of people who grew up in the NES era, is really ruining him in this game. Yeah, the thing is, like, Linus Spacehead is a game that we often give out in Kuso6rande, or have given out in the past a few times, and like that's an example where holding jump is your first instinct and it just destroys you in the game. As you saw, Troll Ascetic right there held jump and died.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, it'll rocket you into the ceiling or a bad place.
Yeah, the thing
chat's telling me that... Oh, sorry, go.
as soon as you realize that, you know, you have a limited jump height, you know, and your jump height is always going to be the same, even if you just tap, you have to get used to that feeling of tapping the button rather than holding it. But it's a very, very hard habit to break because good games have been using the hold A to jump higher mechanic for years and years.
Oh yeah, and doing that here will only kill you. Oh, we've got good things happening here on Dude's side. We might be seeing the end of Melting Inferno here.
Yeah.
He knows to take the bottom route, so...
Well, he got this far. He got the bottom chip, managed to collect it, but then died from the dragonfly. Let's see if Dude can manage to get away without getting hit.
Got plenty of times he's gonna take his moment.
Oh no!
Oh no! That's the worst possible scenario.
Yeah, what you
the
probably
lives
have
are-
to do is jump to the right, and as soon as you touch the melting platform, just hold jump so that you can make the jump across the waterfall.
Yep. Holding jump will save your life on the falling platforms. Yeah, lives do not go down. We just put 99 there to be fun.
Yeah, for those who are watching, this game usually only has 5 lives, which makes this an impossible game. Nobody is going to get past the second. Nobody's going to get to the first checkpoint. Like, unless you play this for like multiple hours in a row. Oh my gosh, because it is just so incredibly hard. I mean, there is some satisfaction in being able to do that, but really, if you want to experience the game and all that the game has to offer, just the brutal going back to the early stages over and over again, I don't feel like that's a needed part of the experience, you know?
Yeah, no, not at all. And I feel like I could, at this point, since I've played this game enough, I can probably get to the first checkpoint with limited lives, but I question if I'd be able to get to the second. And he's gonna beat this stage. There he goes. Chat's saying this is a carbon copy of the first stage of Manic Miner or something.
Oh, I think I know Manic Miner.
Lava Falls is not a terrible stage. I mean, I guess I've eaten my words with that before, but I think this level is a nice break.
Oh yeah, that is 100% Manic Miner. Exactly the same. Yeah. So, I mean, you can consider it a shout out to Manic Miner and a shout out to other video games. Or is it?
I haven't.
Is it stealing or borrowing? I would say borrowing, you know? Do you actually have ownership of the way that a level is laid out?
That brings up an interesting question, and I don't have the answer.
I have no idea either.
Will Andy jump into spikes? No. I don't know who's gotten more chips on Icy Spicy platforms, so I'm hoping someone finishes this stage.
Well, apparently Nintendo has the copyright for World 1-1 and 1-2 of Super Mario Bros. 1. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, if you're releasing a game that, you know, for free, then sure, go ahead and throw in a level that borrowed something. And honestly, with an old enough game like Manic Miner, my guess is nobody's gonna care enough.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if anything, the devs will probably be like, not honored, but they'll probably be pretty psyched about that.
Yeah, on it, I would be if something like 30 years old suddenly appeared in a fan game that somebody made for the ColecoVision. Heck yeah. Yeah, the dude is trying to figure this jump out. It's tricky. Oh no, the dragonfly.
Dude's so close. Andy spawned the exit of Lava Falls.
Yeah.
And Lauratia's not dancing. Nobody's dancing.
Nobody's dancing. I think the biggest issue with a lot of games is the question, will anybody really care?
Yeah.
And honestly, if you know that a certain group is going to care and make a big deal of it, then you should probably not mess with stuff. This is absolutely not advice for anybody, but that's probably the way that I would, in my mind, approach things.
Yeah, Troll Static has gotten that chip in the upper right and died there. But they were in good... Like, Troll Static knows how to get that chip. They just need to do the rest of the stage. But we got a race for third here, which is really interesting.
Oh, yeah, and only 10 minutes left. Like, this
Andy
is
beat a
fun.
stage. Andy's in through Metamorphic Rocks. I don't think he's beating this stage. If he does, well then, he certainly showed me.
Ah! These rocks, tell ya, keep changing on me.
So, the cycle here with these moving platforms is you jump over this green alien, you hold jump and keep going right, and you'll land on the up-down elevator. You wait on the elevator one cycle and stay on the right side of it. Jump to the right and hold jump, and you'll get that chip. And you jump back to the left, jump up on that platform. Oh my gosh,
he got
it! Yeah, there you go.
That's so dumb. Like,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot in one simple chip. Oh my gosh. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm trying to think
getting...
if that's great design or terrible design, and I'm not sure which.
It's over designed.
It's a design.
Yeah, that's why I say like this game is over designed because like they're just so demanding with their solutions.
And you only have 5 lives.
I think Troll Aesthetic is about to spawn the exit. They just got to take their time. They're okay. They've got plenty of time.
There goes Andy. Woo!
And I think we're gonna see, short of hitting the ceiling and falling down, a completion of Icy Spicy from Troll. Into the skull!
Not the skull!
And into the platform!
How did skulls even make it this far into these worlds? Like... that...
Other space folk, this is like the second expedition to Titan, right?
Well, yeah, but they must have been like the most agile of all space folk.
Mm-hmm. Troll has seen the exit and got closer to it, so we have Troll in third place here.
I did remind the players that they
God.
usually, you know, in a normal playthrough would only have 5 lives, and Andy said, I choose not to remember. And that's a wise choice, yeah.
Troll has discovered a skip that I didn't think of, which is dumb because I should have thought of this. Just get that chip from below it. You don't have to dance. Just get it from below.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. The water spout does not kill you, but the platform will kill you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, so the exit to Metamorphic Rock is in the upper left corner. Which is just, that's too much. That's too much to ask for a player.
All of this is too much. All of this, like, there's just so much going on in this game.
It's all too much.
That's it. I'm going to go ahead and discontinue the creation of the ColecoVision, all because of this game. No more ColecoVisions will ever be made again.
Well, that's really weird, because I just got a new ColecoVision. The new console, the Phoenix. Which is amazing.
Does it make cool Phoenix noises?
No, but it's a big old bird when you turn it on.
I mean, that's cool, but not as cool as a real Phoenix. What if you had a real bird that if you put video games into it, would play
them? Let me go
them?
find a real mythical creature.
If it's not too much to ask, you
can't
know?
put video games in your birds.
I mean, you could. Not gonna get them back, though.
You could, yeah, I guess.
Like a pelican. You could easily fit one in its beak. You could probably fit like 5 video games in its beak.
So, the problem Troll Aesthetic is having right now is he's trying to cut corners. You're trying to get both the bottom chips at the same time, and it's a very tight jump. But we might see... Oh, we're almost out of air. We're, again, almost out of air. Lauracia is getting to the exit here. Will the Icy Spicy platforms be conquered? I think they will. What an adventure that was. Wow.
Oh. You know, why are they spicy? Have you eaten any of these life forms before?
No, but if it's anything to do with the ghost pepper potato chips I bought over the last week, then
oh my gosh,
yeah, they're spicy.
I want those. I want to try
they're very
those.
Good. They're Packy chips, and I think Packy might be my favorite chip creator now.
Huh. Okay. Like, here's the deal. Chips with extreme spiciness, I feel, are a lot more tolerable than other forms of spice, because I don't know, it usually, like, the pain usually fades a little bit faster, or it's easier to limit the amount of spice that you have. You know, you're not just gonna eat all the chips, but at the same time, because they're chips, you know, you'll just subconsciously put another one in your mouth later on, and then you'll be like, ow, ooh, 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 and then as soon as it starts wearing off a little bit, another one finds its way into your mouth, and suddenly, you know, you have no mouth, you have no chips.
Life
You're just
finds a way.
Yeah.
I'll say it's easier to eat these chips than it is to, like, eat multiple jalapenos.
It's true.
The jalapeno sticks with you. I don't know what it is about that.
Oh my gosh. I loved like the first, I never really had spicy stuff when I was growing up because my family just never had spice, so I had no idea what it was like until I was in high school at this one event, and they had some jalapenos there, and I was like, I'm gonna try this. So I take one and eat it. I'm like, yeah, that's a little spicy. Okay. And this other person right next to me, he eats a jalapeno, and he's just dying, crying, and then suddenly just gets up and runs to the bathroom. I'm like, couldn't stand a jalapeno? This was like, I don't know, not even a big deal.
There is the concept of you got a bad one. That's bad as in like a more intense one.
I mean, that's true.
But
Oh,
also,
the dude
like,
is
yeah.
through. The dude is on to fire and ice. I think that solidifies second place for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
We do have Troll and Lauratia in Melting Inferno. Lauratia's been there longer, but I don't know how much progress has been made in either direction. But I think
I'm not
Lauratia got
completely
there
sure.
first,
Yeah,
but we'll just have to see how this goes.
Lauratia for sure was there first.
Yeah, Lauratia was there for sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Honestly, I'm not completely sure why my family never had spice. Possibly because my parents didn't like it at all.
That's a good reason that you don't have it in the house.
Yeah, but even if you don't like it, you need to make your kids try it. That's why I
You-
made Essentia's
should,
kids
but-
try chocolate with some spice in it. They didn't particularly love it, but hey, they tried it.
Hey, I mean, it's a good thing to get into your system.
Yeah,
I never really ate anything spicy growing up, so like it's been a long road to get any sort of resistance.
I'm not sure Essentia gave me permission to give her kids spicy chocolate.
Lauratia has gotten all but one
Wait,
of the chips.
My
But I
mother
can't
was
say
growing
progress was
jalapenos
made.
in our garden. How come we never had them? What?
Huh.
My cousin remembers getting jalapenos from my mom.
Huh. Okay, both players have gotten all but one chip, but none of them are getting them in the order that you need to get to the stage. No one's going to the bottom right first.
Yeah.
I don't know how we want to judge that for third and fourth, but we can always go with Lauratia got there first. But they've gotten the same amount of chips.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Well, okay, I'm very upset that I didn't get jalapenos as a kid, but whatever, I'll live.
I will say, Elia and I have been cooking every now and then with like a poblano, and poblano is honestly like, at this point, from my experience with peppers, poblano is truly the grab bag of the pepper, because sometimes you get this hilariously hot poblano, and sometimes you get a completely normal, very chill, tasty thing.
I can imagine. I can't remember what a poblano tastes like. But to be fair, I don't know. I don't really like the flavors of most peppers by themselves. I would much rather get them combined with something else. There are a few peppers that have a decent flavor by themselves. I don't... whatever, we're done. We're done with the spicy talk because that
Wow, we are there.
is time, everybody. The match is over. Throw your hands in the air. Do a little dance.
I don't know if either Lauratia or Troll made significant progress in this stage.
I don't know.
My intuition is telling me Lauratia won that because Lauratia got there first.
With that said, Andy for sure took first. Dude took second. Lauratia and Troll both made it to the same stage. Who collected more chips, though? I think that is the deciding factor for the match, and I am not completely sure. Let me see, though. Let me go check. Yeah, Kate is also saying that he will have to go and check the tape. So I'm going to go ahead and invite Andy to come and chat. That was a lot of fun. Andy was foiled by the dumb Spike. Yeah, Spikes are mean. Spikes are butts.
I'm willing to bet our players enjoyed this game, but understand why it's here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I definitely understand personally that, this has some really good qualities, but it also has some kind of unbearable qualities. Hello there, Andy. Welcome and congrats.
Many, many Willies have died today.
Well, he deserved it. Okay, I never liked Willie.
I don't know what level number I'm on.
Battle.
8 maybe, I think.
8, maybe. I don't know where I'm at. There's a
Fire
lot
and
of...
Ice is 6. Through then you had the easier level with the robot and the red thing.
The robot and the
and-
red thing, the robot was a cheater.
He does.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you're on 8
absolutely.
because you're on the stage after that, and you're on like what I think is like the second wall of the game. The first one being through Metamorphic Rock.
I'm at through Metamorphic Rocks.
Yeah, that's Andy's current stage.
Oh, then the other one, the one that's half ice
Fire
at
and-
the top
oh,
of the screen.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah,
fire
yeah.
and ice. The one where you have to go to the right first, and then you go around up and left.
Oh no, I thought that robot was not fair because he moved super slow, and therefore the jump was super tight.
Yeah, and you can
Yeah.
jump off the rock next to him, but then you start to fall straight down at the end of your jump, and it just catches
Exactly.
up most of the time.
Yeah, that's what happened to me, and I was like, oh, I guess I can't do that.
Yeah, you can do it. It's just tight. That robot is rude, and you have to jump over him twice. But how'd you like the video game?
It was alright. I like the music a lot. Like I said, some of the platforming is a little bit rude and unfair, but I mean, it's okay.
I mean,
I played worse games.
it comes with the territory. Like, I think that this game, when you do not give infinite lives, it's a little unforgivable. Just like who could beat this game, like, without hacking it in order
Without
to
hacking,
get
yeah, I was
infinite
gonna
lives?
say.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's doable.
Yeah. I think honestly, like the first half of the game is like almost reasonable, almost. But
Most.
the back half is it's unbelievable how tough this game gets.
Really? It gets even
Oh, yeah.
worse? It gets worse?
Absolutely. I finished it yesterday on stream. It took me about 4 hours or so.
It
maybe
gets
3.
worse?
It does.
Was that with
Just
save
wait till you
states?
see the next biome change. No, I just played with unlimited lives.
Okay, unlimited lives, 4 hours. Yeah, this is for something made for the ColecoVision. Yeah, even though it was made fairly recently, that kind of is a little excessive.
Excessive for sure.
I mean, with a hack for infinite lives and still taking 4 hours. Yeah, if you want to give it a shot, beating it without any continues, go for it, Andy.
I'm not doing it.
I mean, without.
I could every time.
Yeah.
There are multiple times in that stream where I say I'm giving up. This is too much, and then I beat the stage, and I'm like, nope, we're doing it. We're beating this game. And then I rode that out to the end of the game.
Bird the high of victory.
Well, good job. I'm proud of you, Glitchwitch. Andy, seriously, it's great to see you here. You look like you're on really good track to make it to the bracket this year. Yeah, last year
Hooray.
you weren't able to get there, but I don't know if there's any way to get knocked out at this point. Like, you've got 20 points moving on to the third match, and you got to have 9 points in order to get, like, in order to make it to the third round. So yeah, you've got a pretty good chance at this point.
Good thing to hear.
So I'm thinking, is there anything that you're involved with these days that you're going to be, that's coming up? Any games that you're playing? Any marathons you're going to be in?
Not that I know of, really. I just kind of am going with the flow right now,
Good,
so
good.
to speak.
Honestly, I sometimes have to do that occasionally, have a burst of a few speedruns and then kick back and relax and let other people play the games, Well, cool. Thank you so much, Andy. Congratulations again on the victory. Glitchwitch, thank you for this game. It has a
Yeah, it was
lot
a
of
cool game.
charm. It's definitely got some problems, but it has a lot of charm.
I hope to bring more ColecoVision things to Kuso6rande in the future.
Oh, I would love to see some more.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, both of you, thank you. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
So long.
Bye. Well, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and set up for the next match and run a quick ad. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed, including Visaika, Zach Lore for giving out those subs, Ruan, thank you as well. And I see Am and Maddie. I probably missed some people, but you are much loved. Thank you so much. Ad, and we will be back. Drum Borders, I'm so sorry there ran an ad right as soon as you showed up. It's how I roll, you know?